And we're live. We are back again on this amazing Wednesday with the official Secrets Hideaway Podcast. I'm your host, Max Styles, joined by the lovely, amazing, very talented Lex the Sexologist. I'd like to introduce you and a little bit and tell me about what you do and yourself, where they find you.
Yes, I am Lex the Sexologist, founder and creator of Talk Sex with Lex. I am a sex and intimacy pleasure coach, and I assist couples, individuals with navigating through pleasure blockages, barriers, teaching them how to, when to experience their most enhanced version of pleasure.
Look at more.
I think a lot of people can, I hope somebody gets something out of this podcast and is able to find you and, go beyond the horizons, because I think
Absolutely.
That's kind of what it's about, right? I want to reach this point. I don't know why I have this blockage here.
Yep.
I don't know why this barrier is up, and that's why they're gonna kind of seek you out to be able to get past that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Where do they find you? How are they gonna be able to get a hold of you?
Yes, on Instagram and TikTok, you can find me at TLKSEX_ with Lex. On my website, it is TLKSEXwithlex.com. And on Facebook, it's spelled out the correct way of Talk Sex with Lex.
All right, good. So for anybody that's going to be watching, if you have some sex questions, you can drop them in the chat. You've got your own personal sexologist here joining us today. So, and then if you have any questions you want to hit her on privately, please rewind this back and find out how to get her. Last week, we had Lost in Space, which was our first Friday eye candy event.
Nice.
And then we had an anime tricks party on Saturday, which I heard went very well. I wasn't here for the entire night, but our sexy squad was out there. They had the space helmets on. We had some dances going on. I heard the club was packed. It was a great weekend last weekend. And also, shout out to Farrah Villa. We had a BJ class where we had about 20 people in the room on our Wednesday. Our Wednesdays are building a lot.
Nice.
And they were able to do some toy sales out of their Farrah Villa store that we have here as well. So last week was busy. I really just have some more questions for you before we get into next week or this coming up week. How did you find out about Secrets? Because I met you in the lobby.
I found out about Secrets. First off, I'm Florida born and raised, right? So
right.
As I navigate through my journey of pleasure, I heard about it. And it was like this fantasy world that I was like, oh, okay, yeah, if that really exists, right? So when I finally got to Orlando, I looked it up and saw that there was a website like, this is, okay, holy crap, this is a real place. And came with some friends. And we started to just come and watch. And it was just liberating, like, to be here. It was just, I got in love with the vibe of people being authentically who they are, regardless of body type, ethnicity, background, religious views, whatever. And even though I wasn't participating, in the action of what was going on, just being in the atmosphere of people being happy. Like-minded, yeah. People being happy and in their authentic beings.
Good. So overall, you found it and you showed up and had a good time. Yep. What do you think about Secrets now then?
Now,
you've been coming here. This isn't your first time here.
It's not the first. Now it has, from when I first started coming here, it's grown. It's gotten better and better with time. I learned a lot here. I was a sexologist first and then was introduced to Secrets and the lifestyle. So it just got better with time. And as I learned more, Secrets taught me a lot, even though, I'm a professional and I study sex and all the things. I'm always a student. So learning, observing, and being in the atmosphere of people that enjoy some of the same things I enjoy.
So I'm super curious. I imagine you as a a counseling person. You're counseling people
Absolutely.
about sex. Do you recommend your patients here? I feel like that's like the perfect opportunity.
Right.
Hey, there's a secrets place we can take you to.
Right.
What's the
Some, right? If I feel like their quote unquote diagnosis, it would help them in
what
their
would
journey.
be the diagnosis? Ma'am, you're technically a swinger. I don't know if you know this. There's a place for you that down the road.
That's not what that's not how it goes.
You are diagnosed as a lifestyler.
No, it's when, they're pushing and they're like, I've done all these things, I'm getting bored.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wish there was more people like me where I could go and just be who I am. Or I wish, that there was just more that could appease my appetite for what I like and who I am. And that's when I generally say, well, have you tried a more lifestyle space? And then they're like, a lot of time, what is that? Mm-hmm. And just, slowly introducing them to what that is, what it looks like, and how to navigate into it in a safe and healthy way of not getting lost.
If those people are finding you, how do I find those people?
You find me.
I find you. Okay, well, I've accomplished that. So I hope that I hope you're sending more people our way. I want everybody. I don't want secrets to be a secret anymore.
Right.
So that's awesome. Have you brought people here before?
I
yourself?
have. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I have brought. I've been a guest at retreats for women. I've been at hosted parties. Toy parties of things, bridal parties, and things like that, where I'll start to share a little bit of my story and my journey just so they know who I am, and are confident that I know my stuff and that I am a part of this with them. And eventually they're like, okay, we want to go. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's on the itinerary depending on the type of party or the people that I'm around. I have to gauge it. But some of them have to call their husbands or significant others, wives, to get permission to come.
Right.
But we'll load up the cars and drive over.
I can imagine that being an interesting conversation. Hey, honey, I'm going to go to Secrets with these other girls over here.
Right.
I can see that being a topic of discussion. So,
Yes.
I don't know what it looks like, but hopefully we can get together. I'd love to sponsor something to have a girls' retreat here or
Sounds
something
good,
along
yeah.
those lines.
Or even couples. Like sometimes they're on their journey of discovery with each other.
Right.
And they're like, we wish, I really want to see this and I want to experience this. I only recommend it when I know without a shadow of a doubt both people want that same thing that's being requested or sought out, before I'll say, hey, go do that, go
Right.
to this place. I've taken couples on a field trip here to kind of navigate around to see if they're comfortable, where they're at, how they feel.
Awesome.
to
I appreciate you, and if I can help you in that process,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like people to know that this isn't a free for all out orgy fest.
Right.
I want people to not be scared of
Absolutely
secrets.
not.
I want people to be comfortable and have if you're already having a sexologist that can walk you through it, how much
Absolutely.
better. So
Right.
if there's something I can help you with in the future of making that
Absolutely.
a success, please let me know. You said that you really know your stuff. What is the stuff that you like? How does one become certified in sexology? What's your background as far as that goes?
It is studying. So sexology is the study of the science of sex, the physicality, the psychology, and of the human body. So you go to an accredited institution or private, whatever, place where you can learn these things. And you learn the curriculum. You start with the anatomy. You start with the psychology of sex. You navigate through, because sex is so broad.
Yes.
I've
found
things.
that no matter how much you know, there's always something else to learn.
Right.
That's what
That's
I
why
love
I
about
say
sex.
I'm always a student, no matter how much of a sexpert.
I want to be labeled as a sexpert. New goals.
So yeah, I went to Pleasure Masters Institute, and I navigated through that curriculum, vigorous curriculum. It was one of the toughest things I've done, because I am not that collegiate type of like the lecturing and all the things don't really get me to soak it all in. I have to see it, experience it, like be a part of it to for all of it to soak in. So getting all of that hands on, there's a practicum, there's like everything, but they guide you, and we have in-person sessions and things that help you make sure you're absorbing the information.
Good. So people are going to be reaching out to you to get rid of those blockages. What other things do you see where people would want to find you?
Get rid of blockages, but also learn new tips and tricks.
Okay, tips and
learn
tricks.
how to do certain things the appropriate way, where maybe they're doing something and it's hurting.
Okay.
Or even sometimes women going through something as serious as radiation, cancer treatment, recovering from that, of how to get back into sex with my partner. Even people, hysterectomies, just navigating through maybe a body change, or even an insecurity that they're trying to get rid of. Like, I don't know why, I don't know how, those types of things. And even with couples experimenting and trying new things in the bedroom, up in the ante, adding some toys and things like that, some bondage play and stuff like that.
You're an expert in bondage play as well?
We'll see.
We'll see. All right. So this week, so you guys know, we have our Horns and Halos. We have and for Friday, and then Saturday's Princess Party, which is the rooms are already sold out, but you can definitely come into our day pass and night party pass. Please come check that out. Next weekend we have Eye Candy that Thursday through the Sunday. They'll be here basically the entire week, so it's going to be a turn up. Those rooms are already sold out as well, and also the 2 overflow hotel rooms are also sold out as well. So if you want a room, you might have to get another hotel a little further and catch that Uber. Also, you can look me up and I can get you a party bus or something along those lines. If you get an Airbnb down here for this weekend and you guys all, instead of everyone taking an Uber or everyone taking a rental car, we do have a party bus. We will come pick you up and we can arrange that as well. So I know the next couple weekends are already sold out as far as hotel rooms. I'm so sorry you guys didn't book earlier, but nevertheless, and then right after that week we have Swing Nation, and then right after that week we have Swingers Break. So it is a very packed March.
Wow.
We're doing, I think it's a testament to all the entertainment, all the fun that we're having out here. So definitely come and check those out. I also want to talk about our Wednesdays because, like I said, last week we had Faravilla out here. Today we have Pineapple Jam, Justin and oh my God, I forgot her name. What is it? Justin and Mimi. Yes, Jesus. She's going to kill me. If she sees this, she's going to kill me because she's absolute amazing friends. But they're going to be doing an impact play with our Wednesday munch. The first and second week of the month, we have a munch. Are you familiar with that term? Munch. No?
I'm familiar with the term, but not in your sense.
Not like carpet muncher. Right. Not that kind of munch. We have a munch is basically a kink community. They come in and they have some safety protocols. They talk about it. They walk you through what impact play is for this particular instance. It can be anything BDSM kind of related, and then they go off and they practice each other with the subject matter expert that happens to be there.
Love it.
So the first and second Wednesday of every month, I have a call of action to all the kinksters to say, hey, we are practicing rope tying today. We're practicing impact play, submissive, whatever. So if you want to teach one of these classes coming up, since you are the resident Secrets Sexologist now,
right?
You're more than happy to come in and give us some ideas. And then some other things. April 24th, next month, I've been working on this for a while, but I finally got it approved and found the right deal, the right price. We have basically kinky laser tag on April 24th, which I'm pretty excited about. We're going to turn the courtyard into a laser tag war ring. And groups of 4 or groups of 8, right? So couples of 4 couples go against 4 other couples. I've already put a challenge out to Eye Candy. I put a challenge out to Beyond Lifestyles. I put a challenge out to some of our other groups that we have around Secrets just to get some friendly competition out
So
here.
question, what does the winner get?
You know what? That's not a bad to be determined.
Right?
Because I haven't even thought that about far yet. I'm just happy to have it. I'm just so happy to have it.
Well, the prize, it's rewarding just to do it, right?
Yeah, to have, I mean, basically we're having naked laser tag.
Right.
Where else can you do that at?
I'd love to just watch.
Just people running around the courtyard, ducking and dodging
right?
behind the spa bar. And, I have some obstacles that I'm setting up.
Imagine coming on your first time here
right.
at Secrets,
and you're like, what the heck is going on?
Naked laser tag.
We're just going to come check it out real quick.
Right.
What the hell? This place is awesome.
Right.
I can't imagine thinking anything else.
Right.
And then we have a naked wine tasting coming up. I'm quoting the prices for the wine on that now. I'm looking for that to be the last
Sign me up.
Wednesday of this month.
Wow.
So it'll be naked wine tasting in our dungeon area. Somebody to explain the wines.
Nice.
We got a platter of cheeses and stuff there. What is that? Charcuterie board?
Yes.
I got some charcuterie coming.
Say it again. Charcuterie.
And then also we're in a deal with Faravilla to do once a month. I'm looking to have them on the second Wednesday of the month to do just a class, a knowledgeable class. So I want it to be a date night. I want it to be education. I want people to be able to come out. Like, what is there to do on Wednesday? Well, let's go to Secrets. It doesn't have to be swinging and sex and everything. We want to build couples. We want to make the relationship stronger.
Absolutely.
And providing that atmosphere here on a Wednesday, I think is so important for couples not to just come out here and expect it to be sex all the time.
Right. Nice. Sounds like I just solidified my lifetime membership after the wine tasting.
Well, we might be able to work something out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. I'll throw you some customers, so to speak.
Likewise.
So yeah, we don't normally do we're gonna do our room. We normally do a room of the week. We didn't do that this time because we didn't have pictures, but I would like to highlight just room 101, just to start things off. It's on the back end. It's a very nice room. It's got the above mirror, the mirror on the ceiling. Mm-hmm. The bathroom's nice. It's very luxurious. So if you want any rooms on as Secrets, we have 143 different characterized rooms. We have rooms to buy as well. We have condos to buy if they're interested in buying them. But you can go on secretsfl.com. You can see all the rooms that we have available for the time frame. And then also you can see the photos and what the amenities and stuff that they have. But that's our room of the week. What else can you tell me about how can we bring more sex stuff, more sex education to Secrets like this? How can we set something up? What's some good ideas?
It's paying attention to your audience, the people that are coming, right? Mm-hmm. And then also getting their story, similar to me, of how I got here, of just curiosity for me. There's people that are looking for, that I've learned, even in my profession, that when I share my story, my journey, really? Hell no. Like, how the hell did you find that place?
Right.
You know? So it's adapting to something that's not too intimidating, right? Because I think I guess, I don't want to say stereotype, but the way people believe or hear that Secrets is not what reality is for
right.
Secrets. For me, in my experience, it's a place of liberation. It's a place of where people are here to be authentically who they are. I was very impressed with the amount of respect people had for one another. There was no one pulling on somebody or saying, well, you said this or whatever. No, it was, would you mind, type of exchanges going on.
That's very beautiful.
I really
yes.
like that. I love the diversity that I saw when it came to different body types, ethnicities, background, traditions, whatever they were. People were comfortable with who they were, and me being here, I would say my first time, I was nervous, but I kind of just looked around and no one gave me like that resting bitch face of why are you looking at me and my partner or me and this person. You know, it was more of a I'm looking and we solidify eye contact and it's like a wink, like, you know, I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. So it was really welcoming. Even though I was not, you know, partaking in the action, just watching, looking around, sitting by the pool, eventually made me comfortable enough to go into a robe, you know, not be the only one sitting with all of my clothes on. But I love that it wasn't a requirement to come here, that you have to be naked, you know. I like that just to sit by the pool, bring a swimsuit, whether you get in or not. My first time here, I think I enjoyed a 2-hour volleyball game in the pool.
That's awesome. Yes. We do have great games by the pool. Shout out to our Jordan Marshall, who's normally our pool party host guy. He's been doing a great job.
That was fun. I still think about it and I'm like, oh, winner. Every time I come to look around, is there a net up? Is there a ball somewhere? So there's a lot of different things. And I really did feel like I was on a retreat. Like I just felt like I was on a getaway away from the real world of stress.
In your expertise, how does swinging play into benefit people's relationships? Do you see it a lot, or I don't even know the right answer to the question. I'm curious, like, do you recommend swinging to couples I know you kind of said when they're both into it. Do you get it more often, like other people want to have sex with other people, or?
Of course, there's always, not to categorize men, but there's always the man that wants it first, that brings it up. And then the woman's like, huh? You know, like, where is this coming from? But I love when couples actually do bring it up because it lets me know that they're having some sort of conversation about sex amongst each other. That welcomes in a conversation, whether it's a yay for both or a yay and nay or a possibly, you know?
Right.
And when that happens, it's like, okay, well, what are you have you discussed boundaries? Have you discussed what this looks like and what your expectation may be so that this is something that is comfortable and that is successful of you two getting into swinging, or whether it's a soft swap. I recommend all my couples to start with the soft swap first to see, can you handle just being in the space of someone else having sexual intercourse, you know, before doing like a full swap.
That's really good advice, because I wish I would have had that advice when I first started. I did not do that. I was like, yes, I found my people, and I jumped right in there. And then next thing you know, I'm writing a book called Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter about what not to do. That's a great idea. Just start as soft, so especially if your partner is unsure, one's unsure.
Absolutely.
You know, and they want to try it out, but they don't want to. They're worried about jealousy or losing their husband, or are they going to do it better than me? Why am I not enough? All those insecurities that really come up with this. That's great advice.
Soft swapping. And then it also if you get uncomfortable, you're with your person, and there's a clean exit. Like you always have that exit where it's not interrupting the other couple. It's just something that, okay, something happened and they're gone. Okay. But the other couple's still able to engage and nothing's taken away from it. And also the couple that may have enjoyed it and had, you know, just something come up or whatever, they're discovering things in their relationship that they didn't know would come up, because there's no way to prepare for everything when it comes to what happens, because you don't know what you've never done it before.
Right.
So there may be something come up and it's like, I didn't know that was going to happen, or I was going to feel some type of way or experience this during this thing. And it's also, like I said, communication is key, but it's a gateway of vulnerability with your partner, of getting closer together through these experiences and having the conversations with your person.
I would I've been in a couple of these rooms, and I've found rules and regulations from couples that just left them there in the drawers or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And some of them are like, no penetration or whatever. For me, it's important that the couples set their rules and set their boundaries.
Absolutely.
But my thought process on this is, and maybe you can correct me if I'm super wrong at this, but I feel like everyone's on their own path, and eventually those boundaries are going to be moved or they're going to change or something along those lines. So it's just important to keep an open communication with what you expect and respect your partner's boundaries and say, especially if you're in that setting, like, no, we don't kiss, or no, I don't do that. Just make sure that your partner is very comfortable in that setting.
Absolutely. And it's okay to make up the rules as you go, but I hesitate on that because you don't want to be in the situation say, oh, nope, now that's a rule.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Making it up as you go means like, okay, I really like all this, and having a conversation with the person saying, I really liked all this, but I preferred if you didn't do this.
Yes.
So like the next time, right now, that's a rule, communicating that, and it changes psychologically, the body. 90 days is when a person's pleasure can completely change.
Okay.
Certain things that they liked before, they may not like, or they want to up it some, So I'd say just adapt with your partner, not apart from your partner.
I have a saying that I use that I'll probably get in trouble for this, but especially from the women. I have a saying that like only dogs and 3-year-olds live life based off emotions. Like just calm down. Yes. Just calm down. Don't let your emotions overrule the scenario that we're in. I didn't know I was going to be in trouble for this. Let's talk about it afterwards.
I think you should work on validating your partner's emotions.
I'm saying though, I'm in a scenario, right? We're going at it. I haven't broken any of the current rules.
Okay.
Right? And then if something hurts you, don't get all wrapped up in your emotions and sit there with a pouty face on the rest of the time and make it super uncomfortable for everybody. But I would rather us leave the situation, talk about it afterwards, and say, or tap, have a code to say, hey, I'm red, and we need to leave because I'm not feeling it before
I applaud that.
Blow
Absolutely.
up in front of the company.
Right. Well, I think again, understanding how your partner responds when they're upset. Look for those cues, and like you just said, have read like code words that you guys like. Green, we gotta go.
Look, I'll tell you, my last person was like, how can you not see the look on my face? I'm like, I'm not a mind reader. I'm doing my thing.
No man is a mind reader. Look, ladies, listen.
If you tell me, how could you not see that look on my face?
It has to be said to men, ladies.
100%.
Just a heads up. It has to be said. Never assume anything.
You got a frowny face on your face 90% of the time anyways.
RBF. You have RBF.
If you look. And just because you got it now, I'm supposed to know to stop? No, it didn't work like that. You told me it was good. I set it up through you. Everything was fine. Now you upset with me because I didn't recognize your face.
And now you're in the doghouse.
I don't buy it.
Now you're in the doghouse.
I don't buy it. Oh.
But no, I when it comes to swinging and adding a third or fourth or couple, whatever, into your play or intimacy with your person, you can never over communicate. You can never tell them your person too much about what you like and don't like. And if you see that they're not responding in a positive way, read the cues, read the room, right? And say, okay, I noticed you didn't respond, or you didn't, what is it about? Because I don't want to get in the situation and now we are balls deep with this person.
All right, we got a question here. It says, how can you express your desires without sounding too eager to your partner?
Just asking questions. Come out of curiosity, a place of curiousness. Don't go into it like, I think we should, or I would like it if.
Okay, so if a girl wants to have 2 guys, because this is normally where guys are like, I'll never do it with 2 guys or something along those lines. How would a woman bring that up to her man that she would like another man in the bedroom?
Ask about what his fantasy is. Like, have you ever thought about adding someone, maybe.
He's gonna say a girl, whatever girl
And-
you want, baby.
right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, off rip, that'll let you know that he's possibly more than likely not open to you with another guy.
So that's a good flag right,
Right,
there. Okay,
right.
good warning sign.
And say, okay, yeah. So what type of girl, you know? And then say, that makes me think about a guy too, you know, and see where that goes. But also read the room. If they start to tense up, there's obviously something that they're uncomfortable with.
So this was good. So if they're uncomfortable with it, right?
Yeah.
And the girl really wants the other guy, how do they just ask questions? I mean, we answered the question, but I don't want to push too hard and make the guy super upset.
Right. I think it's also, I always self-reflect whenever I'm thinking about pushing something or talking about something with someone else. So I'm thinking about what pleasure would they get? Or is this one-sided? Is this just something I'm going to enjoy? Or how can I make this where we both are benefiting with pleasure together?
We had a conversation last week about conversion.
Compersion.
Yep. Compersion. Just being happy that my person is happy, right?
Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's how.
Yeah.
That's me. That defines me all day. Like I'm happy. The person that I'm with is happy. Like I don't want anybody. I want people to be free around me to be happy. Like I live your best life.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that it works best when each person is giving and taking, right? I'm giving you permission to go with another man. And then in return, this is what I'm expecting from you for me, right? It's like a give and take of pleasure of, okay, I'm allowed to do this with this woman or man or couple. And then by the end of the night, I'm all yours. You know, it's there's no off limit type thing. Whatever you decide, right? I'm not saying that's what it is, but whatever you decide, like something he's always been wanting, right? We're doing that tonight.
Well, Miss Lex the Sexologist, I really enjoyed having you on our podcast today.
Yes.
They can find you at Talk Sex with Lex with no A.
Yes.
.com.
Yes.
All right. So Talk Sex with Lex, but no A in talk. And then on the Instagram is Talk
TLK. Sex with Lex.
Sex with Lex.
Yeah. There's an underscore. TLK SEX _ with Lex.
All right, good. Yeah. And then we'll put that up for when we post the podcast as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for coming in and talking with us.
I loved it.
I think that a lot of people will know that your profession even exists. Right?
It's real.
It's not an easy thing to find, I don't think.
It's not. And it's also something people, when I say it, yeah, I'm certified through the American Board of Sexology. Like you can Google my name and my credentials come up.
Right.
So when that happens, they're like, this is real. Yes, it's a real thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can't see that it's on like the counseling or whatever, a regular thing that people look up. So I'm excited to bring this to Secrets. I'm excited to bring you to Secrets.
Absolutely.
I think that the entire community is curious about different aspects of sex in their life.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, why would they be here? So I think everyone's learning and growing. So I hope that people come to you from this and educate themselves on
Absolutely.
On
and
sex
just
in
to
general.
put it a little bit more in perspective, I get referrals from pastors.
Right.
I get referrals from doctors, physicians, gynecologists, because sex isn't studied in the university setting as a real thing. It's
Right.
more so focused on reproductive. And so if they have a client or somebody, urologist even, come to them, I don't know, this and navigating, whoa, I got to refer you to somebody. That's when they come to me.
Well, I want to refer you people too. So look for that. And like I said, I'd love if you put together a retreat or something along here. We can do a seance in the dungeon or something.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but
Naked yoga.
Naked yoga. Look, we do yoga here too. We do yoga with Jess and them out in the courtyard mornings.
Nice.
But yeah, they do some aerobics and some courtyard stuff. So
Nice.
yeah, we do that as well. So thank you. Yeah, we can do a Q&A session.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Maybe another time. So
That sounds great.
Thank you so much for having. And
Thank you.
This is the official Secrets Hideaway podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope to see you next couple weeks. We were really, really busy. So I hope you guys come and enjoy the fun. Have a good night.
Bye.